So we want to give you the advantage on life, and I'm going to jump right into this. Well, listen, LifeVantage is the activation company, okay? We don't supplement, we activate. And there's a difference. Supplementation is good, but if you want really good health, activation is great. It's levels to this, okay? So we want to just remind you that your health is your greatest wealth. It doesn't matter how much money we all have. If you're not healthy to enjoy it, what's the point, right? We want you to enjoy it. Time is a second problem for many of us, okay? We don't have time to spend with loved ones, with family, with friends to pursue our passion, our purpose in life. And we want you to learn how to leverage to get more time. The last issue is the reason why we don't have time is because we're so busy working for money, right? And money is not everything, but it ranks up there with oxygen. You need it to pay bills. It's an important tool. You know, my grandmother used to say you can use a knife to stab someone, and you can use that same knife to peel an orange, right? And every time I think about money, that's how I see it. If you're a negative, mean-spirited person, you'll do a lot of negative, mean-spirited things with money. But if you're a positive person that like to help people, you can use that same money as a tool to help a lot of people. So I want you just to put it in perspective that making money is a good thing, especially when you're helping people, right? Now, before we jump in today, what I want you to know is that we're going to talk about two things. Number one, the breakthroughs in total health activation, and then number two, we're going to talk to you about how to position yourself to take advantage of this knowledge, this information. In fact, put in the chat, knowledge is power when applied. Put it in the chat. Knowledge is power when applied, right? We got to apply it. So while we do that, I'm going to play a video that just blew me out the water. Now, you guys are gonna see why, but y'all got to see this. I'm so pumped about this. This is exciting. Hold up, let me go back here one more time. Get this right. All right, there we go.
ABC Primetime Investigative Report that aired in 2005.
You want to get an edge on turning back the clock with just a few pills? Who doesn't? Well, it's no longer science fiction, but science possibility, a potential breakthrough. As I found out firsthand, there may be a way to erase years, at least inside my body. Granted, it's down the road, but some scientists are wondering if a new pill I took might offer a very long life.
It may not look like the fountain of youth, but inside this nondescript building, I'm about to become part of an exciting experiment, a kind of guinea pig.
Dr. McCord, okay.
I'm here at the University of Colorado in Denver to meet Dr. Joe McCord, a world-renowned scientist.
This is pretty exciting stuff you're finding, huh?
It is. We're very excited about it.
His latest research could very well unravel the mystery of aging itself. And his decades of experiments may have the potential of adding years to people's lives and possibly prevent chronic diseases like cancer, diabetes, and heart disease. It all centers around this small yellow pill, and for me, it begins with a blood test.
Can we scoot? Yeah, there we go.
It wouldn't be the first time I've given blood for this company.
They want to check my levels of something called T-bars, which is a rough indicator of a person's actual age. T-bars can identify a condition known as oxidative stress, a kind of measure of the wear and tear on our bodies. Oxidative stress, like the rusting of an engine, is not a good thing.
Bad for the body.
Leading to disease.
Leading to disease and leading to malfunction, and importantly, leading to what we call aging. It is a slow progression of increasing oxidative stress. That's the main characteristic biochemically of the aging process.
The problem of aging begins with the very food we eat to give us energy. As our cells burn that food, they also release toxic chemicals. Those chemicals, you may know them as free radicals, react with all the components of our cells, literally bombarding them millions of times per second, damaging all our cells. The result? Oxidative stress, and we all have it. The body fights back with a system of defenses. It makes two antioxidant enzymes, catalase and SOD, whose job is to gobble up the free radicals before they can harm our cells. But as we get older, some of those toxic radicals overwhelm our enzymes and wreak their havoc. For a long time, scientists thought that antioxidant vitamins like C and E would lower it, but they don't.
As it's turned out in just the last 5 years or so, we see that they're not good enough tools. They're not powerful enough.
But this pill, he says, is powerful enough. In fact, many times more powerful.
So, doctor, how often do I take these?
And so, here I go. With that swallow, I've just become part of a potentially landmark scientific experiment.
Doesn't taste bad.
It's called Protandim, and tests on both mice and humans have already shown that it revs up the manufacture of those good enzymes in our bodies. More enzymes, fewer free radicals to harm us. Whether that will lead to longer life is still unknown. Experiments to see if mice live longer are about to get underway, but it's a tantalizing theory.
Right now, all we know is that this preparation decreases oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is not a disease, just like aging is not in itself a disease, but it's something that accompanies and is attached to many disease processes.
Have you discovered the fountain of youth?
I wouldn't put it that way, but we may have discovered something that will tell us a lot more about how we age, what happens biochemically, and maybe how we can slow it down. And so you can see the age-related.
Normally, oxidative stress, measured by those T-bars, increases with age. But in Dr. McCord's tests, taking just one pill of Protandim a day reversed that trend for everyone at every age, even for an 80-year-old.
They all are reduced to the level of oxidative stress that one would expect, frankly, in a newborn or a very young child.
Back to the oxidative stress levels of a child? It sounds too good to be true. Will Protandim work on me?
But what about my progress? After nearly 2 weeks now, it's time to get my results. Dr. McCord calculates the numbers. The result? My level of oxidative stress has declined dramatically.
45%, that's excellent.
Just look at where I fall on the graph, before and after.
Which, if extrapolated back, is the level you would see in a newborn baby.
Have we turned back the clock? Well, maybe not on the outside, but deep inside within my cells. Yes, indeed.
Would you suggest I keep taking this supplement?
I would.
And so, ancient Eastern healing and modern Western medicine may soon be working together. High oxidative stress is associated with more than aging. It's been linked to hundreds of illnesses.
It's at the very center of many diseases: liver disease, diabetes, emphysema, asthma. I've studied all of these: strokes, heart attacks.
Even mental disease?
Yes.
Depression?
Alzheimer's disease, depression. But we do know that oxidative stress is part of those disease processes. I don't want to wait until I'm 80 years old and find out that I should have taken it.
The company that makes Protandim says its tests show the pill, made from ingredients used for centuries, is absolutely safe. But because it's being sold as a nutritional supplement and not a drug, Protandim does not need FDA approval for safety.
Protandim NRF2 is protected by 7 U.S. patents. Major universities and government agencies initiated and continue self-funded studies following the ABC Primetime investigative report you just viewed that originally aired back in 2005. These studies continue to reveal more scientific evidence about Protandim NRF2's unique benefits and to evaluate how this anti-aging breakthrough can prevent and improve many of the problems associated with aging. The next video will bring you up to date on what happened next.
Major universities and government agencies initiated and continue self-funded studies following the ABC Primetime investigative report you just viewed that originally aired in 2005. These studies continue to reveal more scientific evidence about Protandim's unique benefits. They are published in major scientific and medical journals. The next video will bring you up to date.
Developed after 40 years of research and exclusively for LifeVantage, Protandim is a true scientific breakthrough in anti-aging. Protandim has been reported on ABC, NBC, and PBS, featured in the Wall Street Journal, and described in CNN Chief Medical Correspondent Dr. Sanjay Gupta's book, Chasing Life: The Quest for Immortality. Protandem's creator, Dr. Joe McCord, is a world-renowned scientist and a pioneer in free radical biology. Dr. McCord is the discoverer of the key anti-aging enzyme superoxide dismutase. His role in the discovery is so significant, the enzyme is measured in McCord units. For Dr. McCord's discovery of superoxide dismutase and his contributions in free radical biology, he was awarded the Elliott Cresson Medal. This medal is awarded to distinguished inventors and scientists, putting Dr. McCord in the same company as Pierre and Marie Curie, Alexander Graham Bell, Orville Wright, and Henry Ford. Dr. Joe McCord has devoted his life's work to the study of free radicals, their role in aging, and the many problems associated with aging. Consumers spend billions every year on antioxidants in the form of food and supplements, hoping to reduce these free radicals. But antioxidants from these sources can only eliminate one free radical for every one antioxidant molecule you consume. Protandim is scientifically proven to slow cellular damage caused by free radicals. Taking one Protandim 1 time per day for 30 days turns on these anti-aging enzymes in your body. Your own enzymes eliminate free radicals at a rate of 1 million to 1.
I think any other supplements that are designed to be antioxidant supplements probably are no longer needed because Protandim solves that problem in a much more effective way.
Protandim is a breakthrough poised to revolutionize the anti-aging industry. It is an entirely new and scientifically validated way to fight aging, reducing your oxidative stress levels to that of a 20-year-old after just 30 days.
We found, as many other scientists had documented, that there is a progressive increase in T-bars in your blood the older you get. When these same people took Protandim for 30 days, the age-dependent increase in lipid peroxidation was completely eliminated. After Protandim, we could no longer distinguish the 80-year-old from the 20-year-old.
Protandim is protected by 3 U.S. patents. Universities around the world continue to initiate and fund their own studies of Protandim and to evaluate how this anti-aging breakthrough can prevent and improve many of the hundreds of problems associated with aging.
Many academic scientists at a number of universities have begun studying Protandim because it represents a new tool. It represents a way of reducing oxidative stress that wasn't available before. There simply was not a good way of doing what Protandim does. Protandim interacts with the DNA in your cells and causes the cells to make more of a set of genes called survival genes. The ingredients in Protandim were actually selected because they are largely metabolized by the liver, which does not interfere with most prescription drugs, which are generally metabolized by the kidneys. So the general answer to that is yes, it is safe. The immediate benefits of Protandim are within several days, the biochemical markers of oxidative stress begin to decrease. And while these are immediate improvements, you may not sense that these things are happening, just as you can't sense what your cholesterol level is if it's high or low. But nonetheless, these benefits start happening within days of taking Protandim. The advantages to taking Protandim in the long term are that it protects your body from the relentless progression of free radical damage as we age. The anti-aging aspect of Protandim is one that accumulates over time. So the longer you take it, the more protection you will sustain. Missing a dose of Protandim is not a big problem. It takes about 2 weeks for the effects to go away. So if you miss it for 2 weeks, you're pretty much back to where you started from.
You're on mute.
All right. Thank you for sharing. Listen, I'm excited about this Protandem story because it goes hand in hand with our gut microbiome story that you guys are going to hear about. But before I say anything else, I want to bring up an expert in Protandem who has been with this company, who's seen this journey from pretty much almost the beginning, right? Her name is Carrie Dickey. She is actually someone I met 17 years ago at a conference, and she was one of those people in my life that indirectly inspired me to get into this space. I used to work as a software engineer, for Citibank, and inevitably my job got outsourced to a company in India, and that opened me up to actually go to a conference where I heard her speak. And at the time, she was a super successful millionaire already in that space. And I heard her talk about going and reading a book called Your First Year in Network Marketing by Mark Yarnell and Renee Reed Yarnell. And when I got to chapter two, it talked about, leaving the nest. It talked about going out and meeting people of like-mindedness. And sometimes they say the prophet is never accepted in their own hometown. And in taking her advice 17 years ago, everything has come full circle, and now we're actually working together as multi-million dollar producers with this company here. And I'll tell you, Carrie is the top female distributor in this company, right? I'll go out on a limb and say that, right? Not just in action, not just in numbers, because I mean she's done, as she shared with me, over 60 million in annual sales for more than the last 5 years, guys. So this is someone who really knows what they're talking about. This is someone you should listen to, obviously. And I'm super excited to work with her, and I'm super excited for you guys to hear her story and what's going on with Protandim. And I think she's the best person to break down what's happening. So, without further ado, if we can make some noise for the incredible Carrie Dickey.
Aww, so cute. It's
Put
so much
some fire emojis in the chat, y'all. Let's go.
Woo! It's so
Yeah.
much fun to see each and every one of you. Everybody's smiling because that video is epic. When Stu and I got here, I have to tell you, I mean, I literally would not watch the video. I just said to him, Stu, I'm just not doing that business again. I'm sorry, I'm just not. I love you, but I am not watching that video. And he said, Carrie, I have spinal stenosis. I have a problem with my back. I got some inflammation back there. All I want you to do is watch this video and let me know if you think that this product will help me. And I said, well, why didn't you say that? As a friend, I will watch that video. Did you all see? I mean, there's the first part, which was 6 minutes, and the second part, which was another 6 minutes. Well, and when we got here, they were only showing the first part of that video. And I saw it and I thought, wow, that's pretty cool. Oxidative stress reduction by 40% in 30 days. But how many of you saw that John Quinones took that product for 14 days and had the oxidative stress of a newborn? Throw a 2 in the chat if you saw that. And then how many of you saw that after taking Protandim for 30 days, they could no longer distinguish the blood of an 80-year-old versus that of a 20-year-old? Put a 1 in the chat, and then give me some emojis, anything. When you see this part about Pierre and Marie Curie, that Joe McCord earned the Elliott Cresson Medal along with Pierre and Marie Curie, Alexander Graham Bell, Orville Wright, and Henry Ford. I mean, you don't have to have a lot of schooling to know that stuff. I was mesmerized. I'm not kidding. I watched it. I called him. I didn't even get to the end. When they started rolling the studies, University of Colorado, Denver Health Medical Center, Universities of Florida, Kentucky, Louisiana, I called him. I said, Stewie, we need to find the CEO of this company. We need, if any part of this is true, we are going to be rich and help a ton of people. And I had been in network marketing since 1993. I can't believe I just could not believe that Tiana is only 28 years old and she's already found this. That is incredible. So if this is your first rodeo, woo, for you. No kidding. This is huge for you. So anyway, let me tell you the story. And if seriously, this is all I did for 22 months to hit the top rank of the company, $1 million in sales. This is all I did was show that video. I said, listen, I need you to watch something from me. I'm going to sit here. I do not want you to get on your phone. I do not want you to pet the dog. I do not want you to respond to the kids unless they're hurt. But I need you to watch this video start to finish and pay total close attention because I'm going to give you a couple quizzes at the end. And I just gave you the quizzes. How many of you saw? How many of you saw? How many of you saw Leah Crescimento, Pierre Marie Curie, Alexander? Unbelievable. So anyway, I did that, and then I told the company's story. And here is the company's story. The clip aired back in 2005. That 6-minute clip aired. And at the end, it used to say, for more information, go to abcnews.com. Well, everybody did that night. Everybody did. They emailed the company, ordered the product. $5 million worth of orders came in the days and weeks following the airing of the clip. I have a visual. I've heard the story. I went to Denver and met Joe McCord days after seeing that video. He said there were like 6 scientists in the office. The phone's ringing off the hook. They don't have a secretary, right? This is not a network marketing company. It's not Amazon. They don't have people to take your credit card. And the phone is ringing and ringing, and they're thinking, what on earth is going on with that phone? But people were calling and calling and calling and trying to place orders. And it was unbelievable. $5 million worth of order came in. Stock went from $1 a share to $20 overnight on sheer speculation as to what Protandim could do inside people's bodies. Again, teeny tiny problem. They didn't have a sales team, didn't have a marketing team. There was no Amazon. People didn't get their emails returned. They didn't get their calls returned. In fact, people stopped answering the phone. And that could have been the end of the story that day, but it was not. Why? Because doctors, researchers, and scientists were sitting on their couches that night. They saw the clip and they said, wait, what? And they said, we know a teeny tiny bit about oxidative stress, but Joe McCord, we want to know a lot more. Get us some of that product so we can initiate and fund some studies. Now that was music to Joe's ears. Studies were initiated and funded all around the country, all around the world. You saw it. University of Colorado, Denver, Denver Health Medical Center, universities of Florida, Kentucky, Louisiana State, even places in Wales, Sweden, Czech Republic, and Mexico City. So today, if you're so inclined, and I encourage you, www.pubmed.gov, PUBMED.gov, the National Library of Medicine's website. You can go there right now, type in oxidative stress, and read for it's the largest receptacle of peer-reviewed research on the planet. You can go type in oxidative stress and see thousands of studies on why you want to reduce it. You could read for the rest of your life. That would be a lot of fun. I think not. But you could also type in Protandim, Protandim, pro versus con in the body, 5 plant ingredients working in tandem, and you will see about 30 peer-reviewed published studies today, including one at Circulation Magazine of the American Heart Association. Are you kidding me? Louisiana State University on skin cancer. It is marvelous. So here they are. They've launched this video, shown the video. They've got this incredible interest, and then all of a sudden, stock went down to $1 a share, 7 cents a share, almost got taken off the registry. And they're like, we know we have something here. There's some pretty incredible anecdotal stories, but how do we get this out to the people? So they decided they would put it back online. Well, that didn't work. Then they put it in retail outlets like GNC, CVS, and Rite Aid. No kidding. Back when I first started 15 years ago, I went to my local GNC and there was an ugly little bottle of Protandim, and the guy goes, yeah, don't even worry about that stuff. Nobody buys that stuff. We don't know anything about it. Well, of course they didn't, but it did sell for $50 a bottle way back then. So anyway, they decided they would put it in, didn't work. 4 years, sold a half a bottle per store per month for 4 years. And finally, they hired a consultant and said, we need to get this out to the people, to the world. What do you think we should do? And that consultant said, you know what? I would do person-to-person distribution, word-of-mouth advertising, and that's where we went in May of 2009. if you can believe it. We went into person-to-person distribution network marketing, where we've been ever since. The company went from 0 to 39 million to 200 million. We are at a perfect spot for exponential growth. We have a ton of customers over the years. I've probably had 8 out of 10 of my people are just customers. Don't give a rat about making money. They just want to look and feel better. That's why the FDA, everybody loves us, because we are a customer heavy company, but we need more people on the ground sharing this incredible story. That is what I did for all these years. I have literally shown the video, told the story, show the video, told the story, push play, tell the story, find out if people want to look and feel better. And if they want to look and feel better and get their product paid for, or build a part-time, full-time, or big-time business with LifeVantage. Now, we are so incredibly lucky to have P84. We are a team. McCasey, do you want to move through some slides? That is our company's story. That was told to me by our CEO the first night. And I typed it out and shared it with everybody, and I recorded it and did everything. But I got to tell you, it was just I was so passionate about that story that I just showed the video, told the story, and I've seen grown network marketing men and women cry because they don't have a powerful tool like that. So we know that we are hit with oxidative stress every single day. The air we breathe, the water we drink, additives, preservatives, insecticides, fungicides, GMOs in our food. It is impossible to get away from the cars puffing out everything on the streets, to get away from the jet fuel when you're sitting on the plane, or benzene at the gas pump. We cannot stop the relentless attack on our bodies with oxidative stress. However, and by the way, that's oxidative stress right there on that apple. If you take a bite of the apple and leave it on the counter all day, it will turn brown. We are rusting all day, every day, from the inside out. Next. Here's the solution: a 40% reduction in oxidative stress in all mammals. It's 5 plants in one place at one time, make each ingredient 18 times more effective. It's an activator. Green tea boosts metabolism and burns fat. Turmeric is an anti-inflammatory herb used in Indian cooking. Milk thistle is a liver cleanser. Bacopa is a white flowering plant that increases the production of some very important anti-aging enzymes, especially as it pertains to the eyes. And ashwagandha is a brain calmer. You put these 5 plant ingredients together in just the right ratio, again, it becomes 18 times more effective. It's an activator. It's God's pharmacy. And it's proven. So again, PubMed.gov, National Library of Medicine's website, go in there and look around. Type in oxidative stress and anything that you don't want, and you will see why oxidative stress is such an enemy of our bodies in mass. P84. I'm so excited. I've been taking P84 only for about 2.5, 3 weeks. I adore this product. I am as excited about P84 as I am about Protandim, and the marriage of the two is mind-bending. In spite of all the good food I eat, and having done Bikram yoga for 25 years and drinking a ton of water and having a filtration system on my home and taking probiotics, prebiotics, postbiotics, all the things, my gut, I know, is not everything it needed to be prior to my taking this incredible product. And now I rip, and sip every day. I do it in 8 ounces of water because I like to chew it and eat it like a meal. And I do it in the morning, and it calms me mentally, physically, spiritually. I love this product. This is the offense, and Protandim, NRF2, is our defense, as it reduces oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days, getting us gut ready to receive, the Phyto Power 1 and 2 get us gut ready to receive the Protandim to activate our bodies. And I'm going to let you share that fun fact, McCasey. Or do you want me to share the fun fact?
Yeah, I'm struggling here. I think I have
Oh,
some new features on Zoom here that
okay.
tripping
Well,
me
I'll
out,
share it.
but it's all good. So yeah, so fun fact, guys, your gut is 30 feet long, which to put in perspective is as long as a school bus and would cover the surface area of roughly the size of a tennis court. It's massive in both size and all systems it's connected to. Guys, your gut microbiome is absolutely incredible. It's the center of health. It's connected to everything in your body, and it's really exciting once you know about this. Also, another fun fact is that the gut health market is growing. Right now, it's about 14, close to 15 billion, and it's set to double, more than double in the next 9 years. So this is exciting times. There's a big wealth transfer happening right now. And as I stated just now, research has identified specific connections in the human body with the microbiome as the center of human health. It's connected to your brain, your heart, your lungs, your skin, your muscular and skeletal systems, your liver, your immune, your hormonal systems, everything. When you have a healthy, diverse, balanced microbiome, your physical performance is improved, your sexual performance. For the men who may be dealing with erectile dysfunction, ED, you want to get your gut right, guys. For the ladies who want to boost the libido and just have a better sense of your mood being more consistent, when you get your gut right, it's an amazing feeling. And we have so many people that testify to this, okay? Also, when you look at your energy levels, your mental alertness, stress and anxiety management, sleep improvement, weight management, immune system effectiveness, heart health, skin health and appearance, ocular health for your eyesight, and the proper function of every organ, system, and cell in the body is affected by your gut microbiome. Now, with P84, you have Phytopower 1 and it has essential whole foods. You have 40 colors of plants. How many of you guys have gotten look at the plants on the screen, guys. Greens, yellows, orange, reds, blues, purples. Have you had 40 colors of plants today? I'm sure if you're not on this product, the answer is no, right? And here's the thing. You need all of these different colors to activate specific species of microorganisms or probiotics in your gut. This is why you have these colors. Remember, we've all been miseducated with eat your greens, eat your greens, eat your greens. They should have said eat your colors, right? Color is life, right? Greens are good, but good is the enemy of great. Just put this in the chat. Plant life gives life. Plant life gives life, guys. That's what we're talking about. Plants, okay? The natural activators, God's garden. This is why they're here, to help the microorganisms in your gut go to work, okay? Phytopower 1 also has pre, pro, and postbiotics. So you're talking about Jerusalem artichoke, baobab fruit from East Africa. And here's another fun fact. Baobab fruit was featured in the movie The Lion King, right? You remember that monkey Rafiki with the little coconuts, and he cracked it open and he smeared it on Simba's forehead and held them up on Pride Rock? I mean, I'm a Lion King fan, right? So if you watch Lion King, you know what I'm talking about. That is baobab fruit, guys. Fun fact. And what I want you to know is that you have all of these targeted, necessary probiotics, right? Like when you look at Lactobacillus rhamnosus, this helps with belly fat. You look at Reuteri, this helps with oxytocin production. Plantarum helps with oxygen uptake in the lungs, in the blood, in your brain, right? If you just go through each of these, Helveticus helps with your bone and muscular structures. Guys, your gut microbiome services and regulates all these different systems and these microorganisms. You want to activate them, which is what P84 helps you to do. Phytopower 2 also has botanical blends. So when you look at phytonutrient detox blend, right, you have noni, which is a super food which has polyphenols, which is very necessary for us to intake every day. The acai berry, again, loaded with antioxidants. You have glutathione precursor blend. This helps with the removals of heavy metals and all of these different, things that can onset oxidative stress, as we talked about, right? And glutathione is considered the master antioxidant of your body. So this is very powerful. And Protandim, again, both of them are in tandem, P84 and Protandim, doing the things for your body that it needs. Toxin binding and inflammatory reduction blend, fermentative assistance blend, like kombucha and ombushi, things that the Okinawans eat, Okay, and the Okinawans are some of the longest living people on the planet, right? And now you have a chance on a daily basis to intake some of the things that the longest living people are taking, right? Probiotic gut barrier integrity blend to help with as you have wear and tear on your gut walls, you need these guys in your gut in large populations to help, regulate those areas of the gut, guys, because it's just amazing. So when you look at P84, it regulates, repairs, and restores the gut. I always remind people, how can we, if you had a car and all you did was wash the car, wax it, it looks pretty, put Armor All on the tires, that looks really good, but then you never change the oil, you never give it the right premium gas, you don't change the filters, you don't tune up the engine, what do you think will happen to the car? It's going to break down. And we wake up as human beings, we brush our teeth, it looks nice and white, we comb our hair, we take a shower, but we don't clean our gut, the most important organ, the engine of this car that God gave us. It doesn't make sense. This is why I love P84. It's very simple. 2 rips and a sip. And put that in the chat for me. 2 rips and a sip. And just look at all of these clinical studies, guys, the regulators. Look at all of these clinically tested results on P84. These are activations happening in your gut. These peptides are being created because of this product, and it's clinically proven now, right? The repairers, look at this. The restorers, guys, this is amazing. And just to sum it all up, you can eat all the healthy foods, you can take the best supplements, but if your gut isn't absorbing the nutrients properly, they go to waste. We want you to understand that. So defense, offense, Carrie, I'm gonna kick it over to you here. Talk to me. Oh, sorry. Let me hopefully I could use this one. Can you get on? There
My
you go.
doggy was barking, so I had to mute.
All right.
Yes, offense, defense. You want to protect your cells and you want to make sure that your body is ready to receive the Protandim. What's our next slide, my friend?
Let's go. How we take
Awesome.
it.
So we can buy, I love the simplicity of this whole thing. If you ask someone, do you eat from the rainbow? Yeah, I do. And do you eat from the rainbow every single day by 7 o'clock in the morning? The answer is probably not a chance, but I love how you combine these 2 little packages into 1 little glass of water, stir it up and drink it. And like I said, I chew it, I move it around my mouth because digestion begins in the mouth. And I feel calm after taking it. And my son, who's 29 years old, he comes over to get it now until he gets his order because he feels calm and he's a little ADD guy. So it's amazing. Next one. Woo! So we need to get to the root issues and all the supplements in the world. I mean, I have a cabinet full of them. I love when Kelly Olson was saying, my wife has a cabinet full of stuff and she knows what everything is, but how in the world do you take it all at the same time? How do you take it all? Well, we have a way of taking it all, getting right to the root of the problem, reducing oxidative stress and prepping the gut. Anyway. Let's see, Nerve 2, we've got liquid collagen that tastes like acerola cherry. It's an activator. It's not just putting collagen in your body. It's got 10 peptides. And red ruby quinoa is the activator. It is delicious. People absolutely love it. And we've got the mind body system and natural GLP-1 and of course P84. We have a bunch of products that activate the entire body. You can see we've got the True Renew, which is the maroon bottle in the middle. I absolutely love that stuff. Use it every day. I was cracking up yesterday thinking how many products that I used by 10 o'clock in the morning. And that's because I love them and there's not very much I can skip. So please talk to whoever invited you here to get a load. Look at some of the results we are having with the liquid collagen in particular. I know these people. Look at those thighs. Well, I cannot tell you how many thighs, arms, bums, backs that we've looked at over the last year. Look at the animals. I mean, animals don't have that, what do you call it? The placebo effect. My animals, I absolutely put them on these products. I jam an activator down, Archie, every single day. So look at those results. Unbelievable.
Love it.
all kinds of skin stuff. These are my friends, and they have had massive results with the product, 7 weeks, 12 weeks. That's with the GLP-1. And again, look at the tummy, the gut, the face, the chins, the lifting. It is unbelievable. And it's natural. There you go. Those are your people, McCasey.
Yeah, for sure. I get, Millicent Reed. I know this lady personally. She's like a second mom to me. I mean, look at her waistline,
Yep.
just from putting yourself in a position to start doing some simple things every day, right? When you look at Paulino Chavez, one of the key things he said is that his taste buds have changed. He doesn't crave the sugars. And I like to remind people that when you have, bad bacteria, prevailing in your gut, when you have more bad than good, which is what they call dysbiosis, it affects your tongue. People don't know that your gut microbiome starts in the mouth and it goes all the way to your number two, as we like to say, from the rooter to the tutor. Okay, so in this region of your body, if you don't get certain parts of the microbiome right, it affects other areas. And sugar intake, craving a lot of sugar, is what happens when you have a lot of parasites because you're not creating an environment that is conducive for healthy or good probiotics. When you look at LifeVantage, it's 16 years old, right? Which is amazing. Headquartered in Utah, publicly traded on the NASDAQ. You could look up the ticker. It's LFVN. And you can actually purchase stock in the company and potentially have your money make money, right? So it's not just about us using the products and sharing it and earning income. We can actually do some other things here, which is pretty exciting. When you look at the fact that we're debt-free, 17 million cash on hand, governed by a board of former executives from Coca-Cola, Airbnb, Google, SC Johnson, and more. Steve Fife is the CEO. Guys, we are rolling like a baker's knuckle in dough. When you look at the fact that we also have the opportunity to earn 40% upfront from customer sales profit, which is a difference with the wholesale retail, right? Also personal sales bonuses where as you accrue a certain amount of customers and you start hitting some milestones, you get additional bonuses. And then we have fast track bonuses for building a team early. So those of you who want to launch quickly and move faster, they incentivize us. They pay you more. They double your pay for moving quickly. And here's an example of the wholesale retail right here. You have Protandem, which is $66.99 as a retail price one time. Then as a customer on subscription, it's $60.29. And if you're a consultant like myself or like Carrie, you are getting it for $53.59, the best price. So if someone goes on your website, orders the Protandem, they pay $66.99, you make the difference between that and what you would pay for it, right? Also, on top of that purchase, if you have a lot of people purchasing, you get an additional set of bonuses from Onyx, Emerald, Sapphire, Diamond. So you get another 20% on top of that wholesale retail. So once you do more than 4,000 in sales, you're earning 20%. So just imagine if you do 100K in sales in 1 month, 20% of that is what? 20,000, right? You make 20,000 a month. How cool is that? And then if you look at maximizing the launch period right here, like I said, you earn sharing bonuses of 10%, and then they double it, right? So every order, those same orders that we just talked about, you're getting paid 3 different ways on those orders, guys. It's incredible. And then you have the team building aspect, where not only do you earn 10%, but you also earn 10% on your team's efforts. But it all starts with you saying yes. And if you're ready to move your family forward, put it in the chat. I say yes. There's nothing to say no about. Like, we have a publicly traded company. We have products that activate and not supplement. Remember, supplementation is good, but activation is great. This is what we're talking about, guys. So let's talk about how you can help more people get activated. Simply put, if you help 5 people do 1,000 in sales volume, guys, you're earning $500 per month. Remember this, every successful person has a team. The Pope has a team, the president has a team, your CEO at your company has a team. Every successful person financially has a team, right? So why don't you have a team? See, I want to invite you to joining the LifeVantage team, right? So we could help more people because service to many leads to greatness, right? If you help those 5 share with 5 of their friends, that's 30 people in total. That's $2,250 people. Dollars, right, in income per month with 30 people doing 1,000 in sales, guys. And then if you have these 30 share with 5 of their friends each, That's 155 people in total. You're over $11,000, along with those other bonuses of wholesale retail with the doublers, the sharing bonuses, and also those other ways of getting paid. And then it gets even better, or right? So Carrie, I'll turn it over to you here with the match, with the check matches.
All I can say is when we teach people to teach people to teach, we get to match their checks. And it is amazing. I've done this visual in my trainings for years where I just have five people stand up. And it's absolute magic when you see five people standing up and knowing that it's not going to be 1 month or, well, it could be 1 month or 2 months or 6 months, but it could be 5 years, but you're going to be 5 years older. Teach people to teach people to teach. You will match their checks. I'll tell you what, with our new compensation plan, I was absolutely blown away when the check match, that could be the biggest part of your check down the road. It is so powerful to empower someone else to go out and get a good size check. It's incredible. But our biggest one is a leadership pool. And this is huge when you get to EC 1, 2, 3, or 4 or presidential, you're going to earn shares in the pool. The pools are not they take 4% of global sales. So it's a revenue share, not a profit share, a revenue share. And they pay it out to the leadership of the company, anybody that's got 80,000 in sales and above. So right here, EC1 gets 1 share, EC2 gets 3 shares, plus 1 is EC, of course, executive consultant gets 5, 10 and 20 shares at presidential. That is a screaming amount of money every month. And what I love about this bonus is a rising tide raises all boats. If we teach everyone in the company and help everybody in the company, and we all do, because we're all working towards those shares, it's incredible. Also, Jeep, car, or something else that you want, $25,000 in cash. When you hit EC, I think it's 3. Did they move it to 3? I think it's
EC2.
EC2?
Yep, EC2.
Okay, that's good. I thought they made it easy. We also have the most amazing trips. Thailand is March 2 through 8. I'm super excited about that trip. Went to Africa earlier this year in February, last year, Croatia. Our trips, they treat us like $1 million. It is so lovely. And it's fun to travel, but I'll tell you what, when you travel and you're not paying, it's really fun. So please, let's get on some of these trips.
Yes.
Anyway, build and grow with Healthy Edge. I love this stack. I signed my son up on this stack yesterday. Fido Power 1 and 2, plus our activator, our defense, which is the Nerf 2 activator, and a starter pack. And I'll tell you what, I'd go out there and get multiples of these so that people can start right away. When you start talking about what's in this, what's in these products, people want to take it right now. If you want 5 of the Healthy Edge packs, that's $10.50. And if you want to just try one of everything we have, $9.99. This, you want to build a part-time, full-time, big-time business. If you're going big time, you're going to want to get yourself some product to share and have people replace it. Anyway.
Yes. And
anything else you want to say about that, McCasey?
No, I think you hit it on the head, because you looking from you've gotten to the top of this program, right? Yeah, as a president.
I never ever started with 250 ever.
There we go. And I really want people to hear that, because I think it's important for people to know you want to do what successful people do, right? If somebody's doing 60 million a year in volume, right? They're not doing those 250 packs. This is how you want to really build and build big. So I'm excited that you shared that, and I just wanted to kind of rehash it.
And McCasey, one other thing, sorry, I just wanted to say this, that, when someone spends $250, then on Monday they forget and they go to the gym at 9 a.m. When they invest $1,000, which is still ridiculous to build an international business that has this kind of upside potential, but they're going to think twice before they just get up and go to the gym. They might make a bunch of phone calls or throw the product in the car, maybe talk to people. So it just shows you, it helps you separate the men from the boys. Like, who's really serious about this?
Yes, man, that's real. You separate the men from the boys and the girls from the women.
Girls from the women, that's right.
Right, yeah. And guys, when you enroll people on a 250 or more pack, you earn every 3 people that you enroll on that pack or higher, you earn $200. Okay, so if you do the math, if you came in at 250, right, and then you help 3 people do that same 250 kit of the Healthy Edge cap stack, right? You're gonna earn $320 just to put it in perspective. So not only would you have made your money back, you'd be in a profit mode. So I tell everybody, get the Healthy Edge along with those other 5 stacks so that you're in a really good position, as Carrie just stated, to build an international multi-million dollar business, right? That's your infrastructure to get going. So why LifeVantage and why now? The Evolve compensation plan works for all types of consultants. When you look at people who just want to acquire customers as affiliates, right? If you are a strong influencer, you can go to town all day and just refer people to your website and make a killing, right? And for those of you guys who are like me, who like to build teams along with getting those customers, you can do that too. So you can do both, right? You can do either or both. Doesn't matter. Also, products don't just supplement, they activate. And if I didn't say it enough, I'll say it again. Supplementation is good, activation is great. We like great. We want to activate, guys. So let's go. This company gives you that. Publicly traded for full transparency, and Activation Nation is thriving. Guys, you can buy stock in a company, you can make money while you are purchasing stock in a company, right? So just share it, drink it, feel the results and share it with other people. It's amazing. These are some events coming up right here this week. Next Monday, sorry, I'll be November 17th. I will be in Orlando with Miss Evelyn Whitmore and Karen Stair, and we're gonna knock it out the park, guys. It's a live event, so invite your guests. If you have people in that neck of the woods in Orlando, send them out and we will make sure they get the insight, right? The info. We're going to make sure that they're activated. And this is the activation tour happening here. So we're coming to a city near you. There's some more that's going to be here for December. I know December 13th, we'll be in Atlanta with Tiana and Joseph and the rest of the team over there, right? And then we have some other events coming up in St. Thomas and so many amazing places where people are building and growing the business. So, let's get it. So LifeVantage, one team, one mission, one dream, and we're super pumped and excited about what's happening. I know we went past our time a little bit here, guys, but it's time well spent. I definitely wanted everybody to see the ABC report. And if you like the report, put in the chat, give me some fire emojis for that report, guys, because I think that was a very amazing video and we all needed to see that, okay? Carrie, did you have any thing that you would like to share before we wrap it up?
Not a thing. Thank you for the invitation to share tonight. I'm so grateful to be here. You're all amazing.
Hey, awesome.
Fun.
Awesome. Guys, well, listen, get back to the person who invited you on the call tonight. Get started on the products, feel the results, share it with your friends, and let us live a long, healthy, enjoyable life and make a ton of money in the process, right? Let's have some fun, guys. Peace and love. God bless everyone, and I will see you all at the very top. Thank you.